When's the best time to visit Sagrada Familia? How to avoid the crowds, what ticket to choose, and most importantly, how can you get in for free? Let's find out! How to get to Sagrada Familia. It takes about 40 minutes to get from the city center to Sagrada Familia. Luckily, you can use public transport to get there. The first option is to take the metro, line 5 from the Sants neighborhood, or line 2 from the outskirts of El Poble Sec, which also passes through Sant Antoni and Passeig de Gracia, which is near Plaça de Catalunya. Or you can take the many buses that tie Sagrada Familia to other locations. What are the opening hours? You can see them on the screen and I'll put them in the description. Is the visit adapted for people with reduced mobility? Yes, except for the towers. Since Sagrada Familia is a church, you'll have to follow a dress code. See-through or special celebration clothes are not allowed, nor are clothes designed to draw attention for any purpose. Trousers or skirts must go down to at least mid-thigh, and swimwear is forbidden. No hats are allowed inside the church or the museum except for religious, health, or belief-related reasons. Are there any lockers for bags or luggage? No, the only ones available are for temporarily storing bags and backpacks while visitors go up the towers. Large bags like suitcases are not allowed. Security control. Keep in mind that you'll have to pass through security control to get in. You're not allowed to enter with dangerous items or narcotics. Also, food and drinks are banned. Professional photography and video equipment are not permitted if you don't have authorization. How long does a visit take and what can you see? First of all, you'll have plenty to admire from the outside. Sagrada Familia's two finished facades are beautiful in their own way. The Nativity facade is the main one and the most impressive. It's decorated with an abundance of sculptures and details depicting the birth and childhood of Jesus Christ. The Passion facade, illustrating Jesus Christ's suffering, is austere and simple, but it's also a must-see. Strolling around the exterior and snapping pictures will take about an hour. Next, the stunning inside of the church is a true wonder. The interior is huge, light and airy, unlike a typical Sambor church. There are plenty of architectural wonders to admire, as Antoni Gaudí took inspiration from nature when designing the church. A visit inside will take about 1 to 1.5 hours. Additionally, you can opt to see a tower and admire Barcelona from there. That will take another 30 minutes. What types of tickets are there and how much do they cost? The basic ticket for adults over 30 costs 26 euros and includes an audio guide as long as you download the Sagrada Familia official app. People under 30, students and seniors get a discount, while the entrance is free for disabled people and children under 11. This ticket doesn't include access to the towers and doesn't provide a guided tour. The guided tour is available in 4 to 6 languages depending on the day, and your options are limited. Remember to bring your own headphones for the best experience. Should you buy the guided tour? If you want to learn as much as possible, then yes. But if you prefer to move around at your own pace, go for the basic ticket. What can you expect when visiting the towers? For an extra 10 euros, you'll be allowed to visit the Nativity Tower or the Passion Tower. An elevator will take you to the top of the towers, but you'll have to walk down pretty narrow stairs. Should you visit the towers? First, you should skip the visit if you have mobility issues or are claustrophobic. Secondly, the towers aren't decorated as they weren't designed to be visited. And last but not least, consider that you'll see the view through some small tower windows and that the views might be obstructed by construction scaffolding. Even if you choose the Nativity Towers and walk on the bridge connecting the two, know that the view will be partially blocked by this cypress tree sculpture. All in all, I believe a visit to the towers is worth it only if you have the budget. Nativity Tower or Passion Tower, which one is the best? Since the Nativity facade is more beautiful, I suggest choosing the Nativity Tower. Plus, you'll get to walk on the bridge connecting the two towers of the Nativity facade for better views. The Passion facade has no bridge. When is the best time to visit Sagrada Familia so you can take the best shots? It's best to visit the exterior in the morning, as the Nativity facade faces northeast and will have plenty of light at that time. Snapping great pictures in the afternoon may be more complicated since the sun will be behind. Mornings are also a great time to visit the interior, as the rising sun shines directly through the blue and green stained glasses, bathing the church in a ton of cold light. However, the best time to visit the interior is in the afternoon, before sunset, as the sun streams through the warmer colored stained glass, providing a more picturesque experience. What about the towers? If you're visiting the Nativity Tower, the best time to visit is in the afternoon because in the morning the sun will be in front of you, making it harder to take good photos of the views. Vice versa, it's best to see the Passion Tower in the morning. How can you avoid the crowds? First, you should definitely buy a ticket online. By doing so, you'll skip the long queues in high season. If you've purchased the Barcelona card, you'll have to stand in line, as there are no special queues for Barcelona card holders. Secondly, you should go there right at the start of the visiting hours, as there are fewer people in the morning. Or you could go there in the afternoon, 2 hours before closing time, when there are fewer visitors as well. During high season, the longest waiting lines are seen between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in mind that standing in line in the summer is challenging. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Getting in for free in Sagrada Familia is possible during the International Mass, which is held every Sunday at 9 a.m. The entrance is free for everyone, but capacity is limited, so be there early. Keep in mind that if you choose to go to Sagrada Familia during a Mass, you'll have to follow an even stricter dress code and you won't be able to move around or take pictures. Also, you'll have to be respectful and stay until the end of the Mass. While it's not an ideal option, it's still a fantastic opportunity to see the world's most impressive church for free. Additionally, Sagrada Familia occasionally holds open door days, which are announced on their official website. My name is Lore, and if you want to travel smart and hard while saving money, this channel is all about that. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and watch this one next to learn how you can see even more top attractions in Barcelona for free, or this one to know everything about Park Güell, including how to visit it for free. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.